So hello, it's me again, Trina, from this channel called the Narcissistic Fog Kills. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that uh, if you're living with a narcissist, if you're married to one, um, or if you just happen to be friends to one, friends, because it seems like you can't really be a friend to a narcissist, really, because they're all about just using you and taking all they can from you and then leaving you dry and low on the ground. Um, what I wanted to talk about today was the childishness, the childlike nature of a narcissist. Um, I have a 23-year-old son who's in a mental hospital right now, and I have a 60-year-old husband here complaining about himself and about how nobody cares about me. What about me? And me and my son cared a lot about him, to the point of his brain is cracked. He's in a mental hospital trying to get fixed. That's the psychological mind fuck that my husband put on my son and myself in a lot of situations, gaslighting us and then coming back at us like he's a little kid and we need to pay more attention to him when he doesn't pay attention to us. It's ridiculous, seriously. It's just, and I'm at the point where I'm trying to get legal advice for spousal abuse, because this is spousal abuse. Even though he never laid hands on me, his words were like knives and daggers to my soul. He's always watching what I'm doing. He's spying on me behind my back. Instead of asking me directly what's going on, he's making his own assumptions. And that's what they do. They make assumptions instead of just straight up asking you what's going on. Um, it's just a childish behavior. I remember when we used to take our son shopping, to get some clothes. And it wasn't a trip for him to get clothes, but he'd jet over to the men's section and start looking for him some clothes when he doesn't need any. But our son needed clothes. I needed clothes, but that's a different story, because I put myself last as far as with my son's needs when he was a kid. I can walk around in rags. My kid can look nice, have nice clothes on. But it's just the opposite. I mean, he's got like a gazillion t-shirts, a gazillion pairs of pants, new pants, tons of socks, underwear. We've got me and my son have nothing, hardly. Wearing the same pair of pants over and over again, needing new underwear, and he doesn't care. He's flat out doesn't care. Because he has this kind of aura, this energy of I'm entitled. You don't deserve anything hardly unless I decide I want to give it to you. It's like a little kid. Totally. And I'm tired of it. So I did call a lawyer to get free representation for spousal abuse, because that's what it is. I'm not even sleeping in the same bed as him. I can't, because he's disgusting. He does all kinds of foul things when I'm sleeping because he doesn't think that I can hear him with my earbuds on. That'll be a discussion for another video. But the disgusting things that narcissists do when they think you're not listening. It's really gross. And it's gotten to that point where I have to call for assistance. I can't do this all by myself. And I've been taking care of my son basically all by myself. The only thing my husband's really provided was the income, was the money, with his full-time job. And a van to drive us around, but if he chose to drive us to somewhere, if it's too inconvenient for him, he won't do it. What do I get out of it? Like a kid, what do I get out of it? Not just doing things because, one, it's your wife and it's your son. And that's the number one thing. I don't need to go any further on that. Because it's just like some people are made like that. I feel like that some people come out of the womb like that, where they just can't go any further in their development towards compassion to others. It just is not in their makeup. It's just so much. And the childish behavior is like, one day I talked about, oh, it looks like Mercury retrograde is over. And he's all, it's already been over. I'm like, oh, really? I said, I usually refer to the Witch's Almanac or the Farmer's Almanac. He says, yeah, I went to the Farmer's Almanac and it's already over. Why are you getting mad about something like this? Like proving that, oh, I know this, I know that. You can't tell me any different. I don't really give a fuck. I don't. I don't care about arguing more over piddly little things. You know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of living with a child, being married to a child. Because pretty much that's what it feels like. An angry child who's resentful, and if they don't get their way, then they blow up. You know, I've never been physically attacked by my husband, but I feared for my life several times with some of the things that he did and the things that he would say to me that were just cruel, and the things he would say to my son. I can't say my son because he's neglected to even care about supposedly our son. Yes, I did have a child by this guy, my husband, but it doesn't feel like he even cares about our son at all. He's all about looks. And that's why I'm trying to get the hay out of this situation to I contacted Weave, which is, it's an organization that specializes in helping people in these really horrific situations. I don't want to be in this anymore. I know that I don't want my son to be in this because he's just getting himself together. He's going to be coming out of the mental hospital. He's going to be on prescriptions. He's going to need to have like a mellow environment. But I don't know if that's going to happen with my husband and his habits. He likes to stay up really late at night, and that doesn't jive with my son trying to sleep. I want to be able to get a house or an apartment for me and my son. Well, that way he has his own room. He doesn't even have his own room. He sleeps in the living room on a bed, and my husband stays up really late watching all kinds of shit while he's trying to sleep. And there's no way he can sleep with that going on. I mean, it's annoying. So I think that's about all I have to say about this with the childish behavior. They're just very childish, and they're all about themselves and nobody else. They're definitely here on this planet to make it a better place. They're here on the channel on this earth feels like to make things more miserable. Because whenever me or my son are feeling good about the accomplishments we've done in the day, he could come home and just ruin that feeling by saying some really mean stuff like, oh, I wish I could take a nap. I wish I had time to take a nap. Or, you know, just snappy shit that he would say to us when we're both recovering. I've got arthritis in my knees and ankles. I was diagnosed with PTSD. My son has schizoaffective disorder, and he has a lot of body problems, joint pain, that's keeping him from having a full-time job. So, or even a part-time job. He's got to deal with all this trauma that he's gone through. He's got to get healthier, but you can't tell a narcissist that because they don't want to hear it. It's just about, what about me? Nobody cares about me. That's what I keep hearing. When we cared about this sucker for like millions of years, it feels like, and we're done. Both me and my son are done. He told me that. It's not me putting words in his mouth. So, thanks for joining me for another video, and thank you for watching, those who watched the other videos I put up. It's just me getting this all out. So you can also avoid getting in a situation like this where you won't end up having to search for free legal help and a safe place to live. So if you'd like to donate, you can go to my Google Pay. If you'd like to contact me and just commiserate about what's going on with you, in your situation dealing with a narcissist, feel free to email me, and my email address will be in the description below. Brightest blessings to y'all. I'll see you soon. And if you can't handle this anymore, being with the narcissist, living with them, do whatever you can to take action to get away from them. That's what I'm trying to do. So, brightest blessings.